as though, let's say, a poverty ridden area where, you know, you're trying to take the bus every day and you're trying to find a babysitter for your child, and, you know, your child's father may not be as much assistant to you and the family. Voting, sad to say, is the last thing on your mind. It just really is. And, you know, in that situation, it's a tough thing to solve, because, you know, that's a woman who's dealing with the immediate, and the immediate is, I need to get a babysitter right now, or I need to go to work right now, or these are the immediate things. So I think education, like she said earlier, is very important, but we just got to acknowledge the fact that there are some broken rules that just some women just don't see it as a valuable thing.
Or on that note, I'm going to take a break, but maybe we could come up with some suggestions here, put our collective minds together on ways that we can get more women out there to vote. If you have obstacles or challenges that you deal with that prohibit you from exercising this all-important right to vote, why don't you share them with us? Maybe if you have some ideas on what we could do to help, we'd be able to implement those ideas through Vision 2020. So we'll take a quick break and we'll wait to hear from you. Stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Lynn Doyle. This is It's Your Call, and we are talking about men and women and whether it's possible for them to be equal, not just in your roles at home, but also in your professional life. Do you find that you feel like the men get, you know, treated a little bit differently? Are they paid better where you are? Or where your situation is, do you feel that you're on an equal playing field? If you want to share your stories with us, you can email me at lynn@lynndoyle.net. Before the break, we were asking for some suggestions about the problem with voting, because women sometimes, particularly in the inner cities and the minorities communities, have a difficult time making that a priority. So we were kind of asking for your solutions, asking on Twitter and also asking on Facebook. And we've got some interesting suggestions. Well, actually, Kendra mentioned
Twitter. They need to have a
social media,
Twitter or Facebook, and we'll find out the true answers, how everybody feels, because everybody is on these sites these days. Like, people live on Twitter, you know, they live on Facebook. So if there was a way to vote via those two avenues, then it would be the problem solved.
Yeah, patent that, girl. You'll get where you'll
I know. That was my idea.
You'll be living the Beyonce dream. Believe
that was
me.
my idea, people.
Another idea that we mentioned was the whole idea of maybe educating. You talked about educating these women. What about educating them about absentee voting, where they could actually send it in weeks prior to Election Day? Perhaps that's something that we could make a focus of interest.
Absolutely.
Any ideas?
I think they're two really great ideas, and I think we have to discuss it with one another. This October in Chicago, Vision 2020 will convene a Congress, and that is one of the issues that we intend to tackle and develop strategies. How can we get women, in particular, out to the polls in greater numbers? So my mantra is converse with one another and make the decision.
Yeah, I mean, certainly in our political system, we really see how women are not represented. You know, 17% of Congress. We have Pennsylvania, I think, ranks 45th in the number of women in the state legislature out of 50. New Jersey is 15th and Maryland is 8th. The highest state legislator is Colorado at 41, so we're getting pretty close in Colorado. But what's going on here in Pennsylvania is a good question. So if women have more impact in the political system, again, will they feel more invested and be more likely to vote?
Right, and another thing is, I think we have to show constituents that we care. We care that they cast a vote, and I think that isn't necessarily telling them that we care about their vote, but it's caring about them throughout the week, throughout the months. And there are different ways that I think communities can show their constituents that they're a part of the community, regardless of class. Like, I think we have to break down a lot of the isms and really come together and show people you do matter, and as a result, your vote matters.
You know what, that's an interesting observation and really wonderful analysis, because I think most people want to feel important, not just in the election season, like all the time, that your concerns are of importance to the elected official. Maybe getting more and more women in the political process would be a way that we could do that.
Yes, definitely, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I think women just want to be taken seriously, but it's up to us to be taken seriously, take ourselves seriously first, and we have to kind of show up and prove that we do care. But, you know, once we feel that what we say does matter, then we'll feel more eager to be a part of it.
You know, we're almost out of time, but we didn't even comment on the further on Mike's Facebook post about you know, women being the object of still, you know, a certain look and being judged more on looks as opposed to substance. But perhaps we can get you guys to reconvene and talk about that on another show.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Listen, if you guys want to tell us what you think about that, are women just these objects of beauty, or are we being taken seriously these days? What do you think? If you want to tell us, you can always email me, lynn@lynndoyle.net. Kathy, Melinda, thank you so much, and good luck with Vision 2020.
Thank you. We'd like to invite people to look on our website and sign the Declaration of Equality if they agree with us.
Bye-bye.